Good time zones, everyone, and welcome back to a Tuesday in which we all think, well, we survived Monday. Happy time zones, everybody. I hope that everybody is doing well. We find me hiding behind the cam account. There we are. We find me staring out over Gordonstein and wondering what the heck is going on and how do I know the day of the week? I did not have to look it up twice just before stream. Welcome in, everybody. I hope everybody has survived. We've got a Blast who arrived early and a Feg who got in as well, wondering why there's a pufferfish head in their inventory. I mean, to be honest, given the advancements of Nautili, pufferfish heads are incredibly useful. Plus, they're a good way to wind up Blast. Welcome in, Blast, speak of the devil. Welcome into Frauke as well. And that's everybody who got here before the parade of bots. Welcome into all of the bots. Welcome into all of you. And then we get live. Well, or as live as I ever manage. I mean, am I really live? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? It's a Scotsman with no sanity, building these things and wondering why he's mad. Let's see. We've got the scurrying starting up and a hydrate from Blast. I'll hydrate. Ooh, I forgot to change. Whoops. I'll hydrate. Let's see. Scrolling further down, we have a Bellfire. Welcome into Bellfire, and there's the stretch from Feg to go with the hydrate. Not much Scots corn this morning. Well, I might know the day. I don't know the time. For the beginning of stream, we find a Scotsman knowing the day. Yep. Fnibbling it all. Welcome into a lurking Ginger. Look after yourself there, Ginger. And enjoy the nap snacks from Feg there. Ritsu, welcome in. Ooh, Blast squishing Ginger with bacon sandwiches. Lotus, welcome in as well. Raven, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk there, Lotus. Kel, Chaos Twin. I hope you're feeling okay. Welcome in. TGM, welcome in. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Have a good nap there, Ginger. Hunter, welcome in and thank you for the work lurk. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. You're watching this stream. You must be. Kel is wrapping themselves in a blanket and curling up. EP Birdie is EP, but feeling better than earlier. That's good. Listen, Snooze Lurk. That sounds like a good idea. Look after yourself, Chaos Twin. You know, Raven, I'm assuming that we did, but I might be wrong. Frauke on a 415 stream streak, trying to zoom away from the bot and escaping twice. Now, congratulations, you've managed to break the blanket jail rush, obviously. Well done, Frauke. Footy, welcome in. Escape at last, the zoomies win! Yay! 2 to 8, now that's a ratio. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Pufferfish are useful, the headlock head is just a fnurble. The what? Raven on a 545 stream streak, firing a glitter cannon? Wow, that was such a successful glitter cannon that it completely fnurbled up my ability to speak. But it also distracted the bot and allowed Raven to escape. 5 times escaped, 4 times caught. You're just edging away from the bot there. Well done, Raven. In a hurry, really. I mean, what do we expect? It's going to take me a few minutes just to keep going mentally. In Nari, welcome in. Kel, Chaos Twin, on a 70 stream streak, throwing confetti, rolling away, and managing to escape. 8 to 2. Wow, so Kel's the reverse of Frauke. 2 to 8 for Frauke, 8 to 2 for Kel. Obviously, it does all even out eventually. As the backup human, you have been deemed acceptable to cuddle with. That sounds like perfectly reasonable logic there, Ritsu. How do you fix a broken brass instrument with a tuber glue? Oh. Ow. Ow. Blast. Shadow, welcome in. Ooh, bee cake. Throws a euphonium at Blast. Can we also, right, let's actually get the normal account up. Ow, and even more ow. Confetti distraction works. Tried and true. Yes, apparently so. So, I appear to have caught up. Woohoo! Now that I have caught up, let us see. Gotta put some headgear back on. I need some more birch, apparently. It's not your fault. You're apparently made of puns. Being made of puns sounds quite painful, actually. Your cat has lost his marbles. If you had any, you believe it. Yeah. I believe that cats and marbles are they're in a quantum state. Sometimes the cat will have marbles, sometimes the cat will not have marbles, and sometimes the cat will chase the marbles all over the room at 3 a.m. with zoomies. Tell me I'm wrong. And then tell me I'm wrong, and actually believe that you think I'm wrong. Canadian Dragon, welcome in. See? Occasionally I can make sense. I know it's rare. It's very rare. It's highly rare. That's probably the only time we're going to make sense this stream. Oh well. I'm not losing it. You're losing it. I lost it already. Maybe because I can relate to them. Yep. Or the cat has pushed the marbles off the plane of existence. That's the other possibility. They do like dropping them straight off the edge. You know, I really should have thought, what did I actually want in my inventory before stream, rather than starting stream by having to remove stuff. That's mossy cobblestone. That's tough. That's a trapdoor. I mean, I've now proven that I can flap trapdoors, so not a terrible thing. Flippity-flappity, my trapdoors could get worse. Your cat eats escaped brain cells. Don't do that. Yay. Can't lose what you never had. Yay. Really good at knocking stuff off. Yep. I was about to say something that would be incredibly, incredibly wrong. I know a version that I can now say. I was going to say something different. Maybe cats all work for generic companies because they're forever making knockoffs. Um... Oh, I at least managed to make that one not as bad as it was about to be. Oh, and thank you for the arrow there. Makes a change for it to be aimed at me and not at Blast. Hello to all the pillagers. So how is everybody today? We have made it into a Tuesday. Whether or not that's a good thing is entirely down to your... we are blaming... don't worry, Cal, you shot him for... Wow. Are we blaming all puns on Blast? Yes. Yes, we are. Usually it's you that gets shot for bad puns. Apparently this time I'm taking the arrow in your behalf? On your behalf? I don't know. One of those three things is an actual word. Blame? No. Credit? Yes. We're sorry, your credit line has been suspended. Wow. I'm going to be smacked by a Chaos Twin. I feel like I'm about to be beaten up. An arrow and a behalf. Behalf? An arrow and a behalf. Don't worry, I am collecting all of these flowers. They will be replanted imminently. I will not let good flowers go to waste. Mostly because I do not wish to actually incur the wrath of the cosmic. What do I have on this? Oh, well that explains an awful lot. That's just got an unbreaking and a mending on it. I was about to say, why is this shovel so slow? Work was interesting. Did a rough analysis on your samples before tomorrow, and apparently 2 weeks of not caring for them meant they had decomposed. Oops. That's that's an oversight there, Blast. A love tap from a Chaos Twin. It's a love tap from a Chaos Twin when you've been making bad puns. It's a love tap, baby. Love tap, baby. I don't know where that one went. I'm not sure where that one was going. I'm just going to accept that as being fnurbled. Right, let's see. What do I need for late January, March? 1 year of you working with it and constantly failing, but not out. Oh, dear. Oh, I don't know, Feg. I've got to have some fun with the fnurbled. Excuse me. Atlas, right. I need you over here. Come on, Atlas. You stay here. I know you don't like seeing the flying Ravagers. I mean, Invincible does manage to fly quite a bit. But, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Let's see. Right, we need gravel, brick, mossy cobble, thingamy, hoojamaflip, and all the stuff I actually put away about 12 minutes ago. Yay, that's a good start. It's a Nanian! Quick! Take cover! And we have a Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in trying to catch them. And if you're out of Pokeballs, do remember that you can buy them in chat. Hey Nanian, how are you doing? You heard that as a Nyan! It's a Nyan cat! Close enough. Ship it. We frequently ship it, but for that we have. Actually, we're not allowed to ship it. We don't have that sort. No, wrong audience. Nah, nyan. Nah, nyan, cat. So apparently, that kid, House Scott's got cancelled. No, don't cancel me. I didn't wanna be cat. Actually, I could have my evenings back. Are we gonna cancel me? I mean, it might actually make my evenings freer. Good night, everybody. It was nice being here while I was. What was I getting materials for? Oh yes, paths. And that was how Scott's decided it was probably safer to stop streaming. I've already got the gravel. Why was I going to get more gravel? I don't need more gravel. I've got gravel and cobble. Excellent. That's 2 of the 4 things. Let's grab some tuff. You know, Scots, you can just not stream if you don't want to be. If you don't want to sit in front of your screen talking to dozens of silly people. Yep. Pretty sure I'd get bored if I stopped streaming in the evening. I have 2.5 servers that I can hang out on and not have to worry about being family friendly. You have a response as to whether or not we're cancelling you or not, but the contents are political. Hey, Chris! I count this as half a server. It's not really a server, it just happens to be running as one for the sole simple fact that I'm lazy and I don't like having all of my world hosted locally onto a PC and having to actually build all sorts of backup plans. I can just run it on a fake tiny server and have it do all the backups for free. What do the other squirrels do? Is this 2.5 servers? Am I being played by Charlie Sheen? Wow. Also, it's easier to have a second account on it. Exactly. Exactly. I don't have to constantly open the world to LAN. Woohoo! Open the world to LAN. Woohoo! Open the world to LAN. Woohoo! Oh, it's going to be one of those evenings when I rapidly run out of energy because I'm burning through it quickly. That's a clock. Okay, mossy cobble. Stone brick slabs, stone slabs. Yeah. And Scott Ninebrew. Woohoo! You can't say you have the brain cell right now, you're too tired to lose it. It seems like I have misplaced it again. Look, I frequently burn through all of the brain cell. I never had any in the first place. Right, now I have materials. So I was having a think. Yes, I know, it's a dangerous statement for me to make. What is this energy thing that you... I don't know, Raven. I'm fairly sure I used it all up talking to about 3,000 people over the weekend. This is why my voice is still this lovely and wonderful, slightly fnurbled version of me. Available now, Fnurbled Scotsman.
Titty-free, rat-written bloats.
That too. It's a Fnurbly Scotsman. Your cat is probably messing with it, or for our case, cat ate it. That's right. NRG, acronym for Not Really Grian. Look, I try to build the back of my builds. Blast, thank you for joining us. Take care of yourself. Don't push yourself too hard. Have a good day tomorrow. It is lovely seeing you. And yes, I did say all of those words. If anyone finds a bouncing brain cell that squeaks with a high-pitched fnibbles, fnibbles, fnibbles. Please return it to Kel. Because if you return it to Scotsman, it's probably going to be abused. I abused the brain cell. Oh, that sounds wrong. Breaking news. There's a new hole in the middle of the street. Police are looking into it. I have a question. Did I cheat with these paths? Yes. Yes, I did. Okay, that's good to know. If I've previously cheated, I'm not going to be upset at myself if I cheat now. Throw some tarmac at blast. Ooh, bitumen. Or should that be? Bitumen to do that. I should check my accent, because that sounded like I said something very different. That was supposed to be bet you meant to do that. But, the moment you combine it with, yes. Okay, moving on before I try and dig myself out of a hole. From the bed. You definitely want you to be in a sticky situation. It's a sticky one. Throws blast in the tar pit. Ooh, La Brea. Boy, is it sounding sheepish around here. So, I'm thinking... Yep, I'm using that word again. You did not just mishear that as La Habrea and blame the Ashians. It's always the Ashians. Absolutely. I need this path to go in 4 directions, so I probably want to bring it down to here and then split, so that it goes here and here. Do we want it to go in this direction to become the front of this building? Hey, Ms. Mist! Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. Let's do that. Add in some stone. It is the scone of stone. Oh no, that's from Terry Pratchett. It is the stone of Scoon. If you hang upside down from it and kiss it, then you manage me home too, maybe in charge of England. Ashians. Ashians are generally responsible for everything that went hideously wrong in Final Fantasy. La Habrea is one of the characters from that. And generally, if it's Ashian and hasn't exploded, double check where your double check where your Cid is, because he's probably going to be poking it, and it might explode in his face. And if it's not Cid, make sure that Nero isn't allowed near it either, because he will make it blow up, and then claim it was all Cid's fault. If the Ashian hasn't exploded, double check your explosives. Where was the earth-shattering kaboom? I was promised an earth-shattering kaboom. Somebody has stolen the explosive ZD-99. Or whatever the heck it was. I'm sorry, Raven. It was just far more comfortable to be in there at the moment. And a little bit less confusing than being in my own head. Overheard at 3 a.m. Oh my. And no, I haven't added the oh my flag that you pondered there, Feg. I am pondering it. I am pondering it. I just need to find a good oh my. Soon, TM, there will be an oh my. An homage to an oh my. At least that one's mod controlled. Exactly. Exactly. For those wondering, Feg suggested that the addition of a quote could trigger the audio of oh my. Which actually really felt like it would probably be quite the sort of sensible thing to happen. Oh, hey, Tor. I knew I was puzzling, but using me as an image for it is a little bit confusing. Ooh, matron. I think I prefer oh my. I keep seeing that banner in the distance and thinking that I have visitors. Sir, we have visitors. No, we don't. They're not here. Look, I don't have a dealer, Feg. Now that sounded... Please ignore that statement. Image, no, you're really using the live stream, and the movement is both helpful and really confusing. Look, I'm both helpful and really confusing at the best of times, so, hey, what's new? Here we find a Scotsman, booping with reality. Fanables! Sounds like Scott's sanity, a puzzle at the best of times. My sanity isn't puzzling. It's confusing, broken, and missing. All of these things are still accurate. If you or anyone else thinks you've seen Scotsman's sanity, no you didn't. I came up here to go to bed. I picked up the bed from here earlier. It's in my pocket. I'm apparently a derp. Fine. Let's just put the pocket bed on the floor in the tower. Scotsman's sanity is a myth. Myth. Are you sure it's a myth? It might be a myth. It's certainly a mystery. Also looking for one's own sanity. If seen, please alert somebody capable of returning it to me, as I don't think I'm capable of finding it myself. Canadian Dragon. Around here, sanity is so mythical that we've probably... you would probably find remnants of it in the British Museum. The remains of it are completely missing. Last seen somewhere in the British Museum. Nobody's quite sure what sanity is, or how the British Museum stole it. And on that note, yeah. We have a Pokemon in chat. What won't you find in the British Museum at this point? Nope, moving on. Ahem. Moving right along. Dub-a-dum. Footloose and fancy free. Scotsman's choosing not to say anything because the lawyer told him to. Let's see. Do I have this Pokemon? Apparently so. You know, that actually kind of fits by way of pathing. I think I might have to put the Desire Path across here to cope with the fact that people are probably going to go from here to the armory, and unless I bring this further around, they're just going to go, yeah, I'm going to keep walking through it. Actually... Skexy? Hello, Manticore. Don't mind me, I'm just tormenting the Ravagers by prancing back and forth in front of them like a squirrel. That's dirt. That is not coarse dirt. I love the fact that I've just had an email from Mini Museum. And I want to think that they'd heard the comment about the British Museum in the background. The fact that they are actually preparing dice with real dinosaur bones inside the dice feels a little bit silly. That was not a... Ooh, I've not been... They have that much excess dino bone. Somebody somewhere apparently does. Either that or they're not expecting to sell much of them. That's better. Somebody somewhere is having a toffee crisp. Wait, what? Sorry, they're doing what now? Quite literally, there is a Kickstarter for... I was about to say dragon. Dinosaur bone infused resin dice. If you or anyone else can find a dragon infused dice, please double check with Canadian Dragon whether or not they are okay. Exactly. Hey, Ratty. Welcome in. Please ignore anything that's going through this conversation right now. It is entirely down to the absolute fact that my brain is fnabbled. 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 Go! Exactly. Or Elven Dragon, or the members of Dragonfell. We have to protect the members of Dragonfell. Welcome in, Elkhorn. That was quite the conversation to walk in on. It was quite the conversation to be having going into my head as well, Ratty. Please assume I don't know what I'm saying. I am utterly confused. Also, that's probably the tagline for half of these streams. I'm confused. Pleased to meet you. Dip, 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 dip. Hi, confused. It's good to meet you. Scotsman's losing his mind. Let's see. I'm going to need a Desire Path along here as well, aren't I? Actually, I was definitely going to bring the fence along here a bit. That way there won't be a Desire Path. How goes today? Today goes confusingly. For those who are Yes, I shall report in a little bit. For those who were curious about yesterday, I finally figured out what was wrong with the murderous moss farm. It hadn't chewed on squirrel enough. No, it turns out that the observer that was triggering the dispenser that was releasing the water was one cycle out of place. So I basically just flipped it between the two positions that it could be in when it was when the machine was switched off, and suddenly everything works perfectly fine now. Stare into my coarse dirt, where my eyes are briefly poking above it. I had to flip the flop. Yes. Thankfully, it's not one of those crocs that you get that are made to look like Lego blocks, because how on earth does anyone walk in those? Yes, just a timing issue. Unfortunately, it was a timing issue so confnurling that it took me ages to find the thrilling thing. I literally went through and ended up almost flipping and flopping every element that could be flipped, flopped, or retimed last night until it suddenly went, oh, that's what you want to do. Right. I'm going to work now, boss. At which point I might have just sworn at it and then been happy that it was functional. Today on Dysfunctional Scotsman. Hi. You know what? Let's do this. We call this the Willikins effect. Yep. What would Willikins do? Yes, he'd flap his trapdoors repeatedly until everything was functional. Thank you for reminding me to eat. That was the last of my food. That's going to be a problem later. That's a problem for future Scots in a few minutes. That's definitely not in place. Oh, and we have... I'll hydrate. Do not starve. You will hunt me down.
I shall hunt you down and make sure
that you eat a nice snack and a fulfilling lunch. and a stretched. Go with it. Do we ever think that Scotsman has maybe lost his marbles? Yes. Okay. Just checking. I wanted to make one small change over here. Where is it? Yeah, that one. That one. There. Right. Hello, mad welcome in. Your food is still an hour away. The small, however, is here to stay. Oh, the smell. Right. You've been collecting my marbles for the days you play marbles on stream. This way you have a few spares to lend to others. Whee! That was like Seth MacFarlane doing the monologue from Take-On with a Kermit impression. I have a particular set of skills. I can hunt you down. I shall find you. I shall make sure you have a nice lunch. Right, where were we? Oh yes, building a path. You gotta ask, did I ever have any marbles to begin with? There are rumors. There are rumors that they may have existed. I can or cannot that particular impression was a large inspiration for you to have those redeems. Yay, for redeems from Elkhorn. You see, Elkhorn has the lovely thing that Elkhorn can actually control and do voices that are consistent and make some sort of sense, and is able to do it well enough that they're actually able to put them into redeems. I, on the other hand, have absolutely no control over where any of this goes. And so, if it's consistent, it's a miracle. Consistency. We've heard of it. We're just not able to achieve it. Sanity, missing from the world like it used to be. Where's a really? It's barely sunrise and it's already raining and dark. Well, I guess we're in Moody's mode for a little bit. Oh, there's a hole here. There we are. Not a good consistency. It has a bit of a soggy bottom. Okay. Here we find Scotsman attempting to cook up some mayhem and chaos. Let's watch and see whether or not he can actually get some decent consistency. Unfortunately, Mary Berry is judging him and finding him lacking. Fortunately, the Merry White House bot does not find him lacking. Great British Bake Off. That's the one, Elkhorn. Although in this weather, it's probably the Great British Shake Off. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your squirrels. Shake your squirrels dry. Yes, some of that would make sense. Possibly in a different stream. This one, however, is not guaranteed to make any sense at all. We regret to inform you that this stream has now jumped the shark. When are they going to add sharks? Did they add sharks in Minecraft? No. Then how did he jump the shark? I don't know. Hi. Hey, Solar. You're the second person to walk in this evening and go, what did I walk into? Apparently, this stream is managing a 9.8 on the what the heck scale. Possibly even a 9.9. Arriving midstream in a Scotsman stream is always an adventure. Yes, whether or not it's the adventure you were expecting is a different thing. Hey, Captain. We've been trying to control it, but we cannot keep the reality in this stream. We cannot break the laws of reality. Scotsman keeps chewing on the edges of it. Welcome to a Scotsman stream. Sanity is optional. Context is discouraged. Have a good laugh. It might actually be more sensible that way. Oh, and we have a Pokemon in chat for those who are interested. It is a Mushana. That's a Mushana. We're not quite sure. Mary Berry was the superior female judge, second only to Judge Judy. And, of course, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. nobody can outdo the judge that is RPG. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, beep, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yada, dee. Right. I'm looking at this from on high in the cam account and thinking that actually looks like a pretty good path now. What I might do is come through and add in a couple of stairs in places just to break up the... Actually, no, let's not. I don't want to make this too detailed. Could I say that on the machine again? Could I say that again? The speakers on the machine. You're not wondering what you walked into, anyone? Not wondering what you walked into any longer. You remembered where you are. Yes. Scond River, welcome in. Oh. The superior judges. Available now. We have Judge Judy and Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Probably pronounced that. Nobody can outdo RPG. Wee. Welcome to the madness. Available now. All mud cons. All sanity is optional. If you or anyone else thinks that this sanity level is not appropriate, please remember, you're the one who walked into this stream. Right. Bring those back. Okay. This isn't madness. This is madness. Oop. Flower. I need a hole that I can kick sanity down into while going, this is madness. Hello. Let's see. I would like some walls. Hello. I haven't seen you in so long. Where have you been hiding? What have you got for me today, sir? Anything valuable, anything interesting, anything I wished about? A mini netherite block. Yet no. No, 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 more no. Ha! No, no. Ooh, a bucket of pufferfish. We can buy Blast's family. Ooh, rooty dirt. Sir, you have nothing I'm interested in. Except for, out of curiosity. Dude. You only have one llama. Oh, suddenly a second llama has appeared. Baggy trousers. Baggy trousers. Great. Now I've got songs stuck in my head from silly people. Scotsman Evil Incorporated. Look, just because I couldn't see the... Oh, I must have some planks lying around. Yep, no, that's birch. I was looking for birch earlier. Let's put these guys on a raft. Oh hey, we can get rid of the rain. And here you thought that your crazy required a warning label. Clearly you were overestimating your own level of crazy. Available now, higher levels of crazy. If you or anyone else thinks that this is not mad, you are probably wrong. Professor Doofenshmirtz. Thank you. That's one. Can I steal the... Oh, I didn't realise that you could just... Oh. How long's that been a thing? How long has it been that you can simply just attach a lead to a llama that the Wandering Trader is carrying and just immediately steal it from him? How did I not know this was a thing? Sir? Sir? Would you... I didn't know it was a thing, Kel! Sir? 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 Would you mind walking towards the cliff a bit more? Here, crazy is normal. I don't think any of us knew it was possible. Stay there. It's a Wandering Trader trying to run away right now. Sir, would you mind ending your existence for me? I'm trying to push you off a cliff. Would you just go that way? Huh? 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 Yep, up onto this roof. That'll do. And would you mind accidentally jumping off? Oh, this isn't the side that's going to kill you if you fall off of it. Am I not allowed to play with flint and steel? The bad news for you, sir, is that the llama can no longer see you. Haha! Apparently he objects. Yep. Hi guys! That guy that you were with, he might have just... He's abandoned you. Don't worry, I will find some lovely quarters for you at a future point. Just stay here for the moment. And whatever you do, please do not start spitting at the locals. Have a good retirement, Mr. Trader. Gaslighting the llamas. A new low for Scotsmen. I am not gaslighting the llamas. I have not set them on fire with any form of flammable materials. Him.
Titty-free little rat-written hitting bloats.
Are we feeling a bit bloaty today? Mossy cobblestone. I only have one mossy cobblestone wall. I feel cheated. I'm just going to have to make some more. Fine. Actually, hold on. We've got moss blocks in here. We've got cobble in here. I can make some mossy cobble. Let's make some actual cobble walls as well. Unless those are cobble walls. No, those are tough. Right. You into that. You into... Yeah, I'm not really sure I want to make all of that into mossy cobble walls. Is there accelerant in Minecraft? Yes, I will gladly accelerate a Wandering Trader off a cliff. Look after yourself, Solar. Hopefully being sociable will be okay. And have a good day. Thank you for joining us. What? You don't normally try and accelerate your Wandering Traders off a cliff? Have you not figured out that that's the best way to deal with them? Whee! Fly! Fly! Fly with me, let's fly away. And you'll never know where Scots will go. And fnabbling all day. Ya dee 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 ba ba doo doo doo. Come fnabbling with me. Yeah, I'm fairly sure I am a apparently slightly hyper today. I'm going to assume this is a reaction to using up all of my energy over the weekend, and therefore I am currently balancing it out by having none. Yes. You see, that feels almost excessive. So let's remove it. So what I'm thinking is I want to put a field here. Or even... Yeah, you know, that would make sense. We've got all of these animals. I can even look into this gate. Wasn't there a cow in here the other day? I've got sheep and pigs, but wasn't there a cow in here? Huh. Feedlot pen. Exactly. Exactly. I'm thinking we could probably put in some animals and use this as a storage pen for them. In fact, if we do two, we can have one for the sheep and one for the pigs. And since the cows have all vanished off into the distance, we can just assume that they're all over in the pen behind the kitchen. I know we had 3 cows up here. Cow. Yes, we have 3 cows up here. Hello, moo-moos. So, yeah, I'm practicing special segregation. Look, I'm only keeping them apart because the pigs like the mud and the sheep like not to be covered in mud. I don't know. I feel like if I leave that there, there's a hole in the wall, though. So, that might not be one I want to leave there. There's a hole in the wall, dear lad. I love the way that I'm rapidly taking more and more of this corner away. It's like, at some point, we'll decide that there's enough of this wall been removed. Okay, let's see. If I put in... Alright, let's get some fence gates. Fence gates would probably be a good idea. Boing, 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 boing. Boing, 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 boing. Also, I should really probably bring some of these lampposts further around. I know there's one in the corner. In fact, there's a couple on the corner. I should bring more of them in. Where am I going? Oh yeah, this way. Temptation to have me go out and fetch the other types of piggies for this pen is strong. I have an advantage on that. We have the hairy cows, the Highland coos, and we have the at least one of the pigs. So I'm only missing one type of pig and one type of cow. Also, apparently this pig is roaming free. Roam free like a pig in the country. It's confused, you see, trying to figure out what's going on. And we have a barboach in chat for those who might be interested in catching a Pokemon. Where was I going? Oh, yes. Fence gates. It's a weekly on wait to the desert adventure. I don't have a local desert. I really do not have a local desert. The local desert is about 5,000 blocks north. Scots has a pig, a very big pig in the country. Deep, 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 deep. Fine, savannah then. That I might have. Fairly sure we had like 14 trillion acres of savannah right next to Lagville. The question is whether or not it has the right pigs, because it was generated many, many moons ago. Boing. Boing. Didn't we estimate that the savannah around Lagville was like enough savannah to take over the world? That is not a fence gate. Probably need fresh savannah chunks. Fresh savannah chunks. Oh, that doesn't sound right. We like our savannah chunks fresh around here. Look, I don't know, Kel. I have no idea. Savannah chunk cookies. That sounds even weirder than anything I was saying. I found a fresh savannah chunk. I turned it into cookies. I had those cookies with a fresh rum. Yeah. I'd noticed, Raven. I had noticed. Fairly sure that animals can't walk through there. I can, but the animals can't. That was not what I meant to place there. Cute. I can't tell if we're enabling or exasperating. Both. Both is average around here. Baby chicks definitely can walk through there, but I wasn't planning on turning this into a chicken run. Do not seem to have a decent supply of stone brick walls right now. That's fine. We'll make it up as we go along. That might be a problem. Let's do that. Right. Atlas. Atlas. Yeah, you cannot get through here. Not gonna give the poor horse a covered area of the paddock. Shame on me. That's not gonna be a horse paddock. That's gonna be a sheep or a pig paddock. It just happens to be that Atlas is hanging around at the moment. Oh, and hydrate. I'll hydrate. Thank you, Ritsu. There may be coverage ahead. But for the moment, I'm just going to move Atlas. Atlas, will you stop wandering off? And here, stay tethered to this tree. Good boy. All three need a covered area. Exactly. Exactly. I'm sure I saw a horse pen a few minutes ago. I just can't remember where I saw it. Oh, I remember. That barn. That barn is a horse pen, isn't it? I love the way that the horse barn is actually the larger building out of the two around here. We've got the house that's probably got no interior. Oh, look. It's got no interior. But the horse barn, stables, you know, there's an actual word for that, is probably the nicer of the two buildings. It's also incomplete, but hey, there's still work to do. I mean, for goodness sakes, I still don't have this cliff. I think we built that area just before we ended up getting very distracted and heading off to Guildrush. So, yeah, that probably explains an awful lot. I may need to correct those. You're about to ask if I finished the cliff under the armory. Nope. Nay even touched it, Elcon. Pretty sure I have a stable in that fort. Atlas kept escaping from it. I have several small horse pens, Kel. Oh, and we have a stretch from Sci-Fi. Hello, Sci-Fi. Oh, there goes that shoulder. Thank you for the stretch. Danish Viking, welcome in. Seems that someone sipped your dark spiced rum and left a small trail of small footprints leading here. Are they Scotsman prints or the SLA? How can you tell the difference? Welcome in, Danish Viking. We do have a horse pen over here. Complete with Prometheus. I should probably just put Atlas in here for the moment. Come on, Atlas. Let's just put you into that actual stables. If it definitely wasn't a Feegle. It's an Ack McFeegle. I got a Feegle. Ooh, ooh. Stay. Good boy. Today on Scotsman's got the chaos level turned up to 14. We tried turning it up to 11 and overshot. There was scope creep on the madness. I'm out of spoons. Out of spoons error. Error 418. I am a little pup. Let's make that a cobblestone wall. How wide did I make that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Yeah, that'll work. Did I have any? Yes. There we go. One here, one here. Bit of that there. Bit of it there. I was going to say, why have I got to lead my inventory? It's from Atlas. Whoop. And Danish Vikings on a 10-stream streak. Come on, Mary, let's not destroy the streak of you catching the elderly with a cane. Well, apparently you have destroyed that streak. You've managed to hobble away from the Merry White House bot as fast as your wee legs and the cane can carry you. Congratulations on dodging blanket jail there, Danish Viking. Yep. It's 5:41 a.m. here. You're going to properly sleep lurk before daylight starts to appear through your curtains. Have a good sleep, Kel. Have a good sleep. Look after yourself. They see me rolling, escaping from Merry White House bot as they escape me. They see me rolling, my cane fell. The Danish Viking is escaping from Merry Wee. I don't know. I don't know, but I have been told Scotsman's sanity's gone again. That's soul sand. I only have 2 muddy roots. Wow, that's not help. Weird Al would remake that as White and Fnurbley. Ooh, time to eat cake and become more round. I said this to Kel earlier. I'm very, very confused and depressed by my body. I ate less, walked more, roamed around a lot, and generally had a very active weekend, and immediately put on 3 kilos in 5 days. It's like, body, what are you doing? I did not have many of the adult beverages. I partook of the adult beverages in a controlled and careful manner. Muscle mass weighs more. Yeah, I suspect it might actually have been that. I didn't look at the breakdown of how much was muscle mass and how much was fnurbling. I was still just annoyed by my body. It's just like, what? There we are. That's better. The only muscle I have functional right now is the chaos muscle. And even I am not sure what the heck that is. Your European genes determine that you are on the run from royalty and are trying to keep you as hale and hearty in the climate. Just well, I don't like wearing jeans, isn't it, Elkhorn? I prefer some nice cargo trousers. I prefer having all of the additional storage space. Pockets. Pockets are useful. Do I not have a chest of... I thought I had a chest of... yes, sticks. There they are. I knew I had a chest of sticks. I got a chest of sticks. I've got a chest of sticks, but I don't know where I left it. Right. One of these has... Oh, look. Small drip leaf. Hay bale is actually the thing I was looking for. Before your injury, the amount of food you were devouring would be enough for strong men, whereas you were staying around 85 kilos of muscle. Crikey. Still the same, but the weight's in 3 digits now. Ouch. Yeah. I'm fairly sure the human body just likes to fnurble with us. Iron Jesus, you're early. You're very early, Iron Jesus. I'm gonna let it play, because it is a awesome song. And we have a ditto in chat, for those who may be interested in having something repetitive. If you or anyone else is in need of a ditto, please consider whether or not you need a ditto. It's because you can't do football, MMA, and so on anymore, so now you're going for the sumo wrestler look. You see, I had that without any of those. Do I have some scaffolding? Yes, that's good. And yes, I am being nice. I am going to install some sort of coverage for the animals. No, that's the oak trapdoors. I want the normal spruce trapdoors, please. This is where it's going to get interesting, because I want to put a row of these here, and I want them that way round. Temporary blocks. Hay bales will do. It's unusual, but apparently you can use hay bales as temporary blocks. That's in the wrong place. I've just realised I've made the same mistakes twice. I do not have enough trapdoors for this. Well, that's annoying. Back up to our storeroom. Did we ever give... Oh, yes, we did give this storeroom a name. I was about to say, we can't have a storeroom without a name. I just can't remember what it was. Time for a trip to Sweden. No, thankfully we're not going to IKEA. We are just going to Cash and Carry and Fnörbling. Carry on Fnörbling. There we are. 40 trapdoors feels like a good number. There was something else I thought of as I was coming up here. What was it? What was it? I don't know. I had a think. I had a thunk. But what was the thunk? I don't know. Oh. Just a full IKEA bag. Yep. So, the long-running thought is that all of these shulkers that form my travelling shulker monster are my IKEA shopping bags. I just happen to install them wherever I need them. Did you hear that the chairman of IKEA was recently elected Prime Minister? Now he just has to assemble his cabinet. Oh, Elkhorn. Elkhorn! Fortunately, he has plenty of experience in assembling of cabinets. If I do that, then I can then bring this down so that it looks like it's a half-ish block lower. That's in the wrong place. Let's get back my... Can you sue me a cat for maliciously eyeing your roast? Only if the cat then actually decides to make a move on your roast. Until such time as illegal roast activities have taken place, you're not really able to sue them for it. Oh. I thought I had another I thought I had another row available before I needed this. Oh well. Dagfnoblet. I'm apparently several slabs short. I am tempted to find... Yes, actually, I'm going to. Let us find some materials. Rather tall in Minecraft terms. It starts off as 3 blocks high. And goes down to 2. So 2 blocks high for a lean 3. Because I'm not allowed... As Elkhorn has previously stated, and is available in the quotes, I'm not allowed to make a lean 2. I always make a lean 3 because it's an off by 1. Oh, that's what I was going to collect. This castle is going to heck in a handcarter. Not quite. You're close. Ooh. I thought I had more of those. Oh well. I have a decent amount of iron instead. Cauldrons. No. Iron. Now that you mention that, though, I feel like we should put some hand carts around. No, that's right. Oh! Yeah. Nibbles. I was actually going to get another material. No. No. Yes. That yin. Campfires. There we are. I said hand carts. Hand carts, not handcuffs. Good grief. We are not going to handcuff in a hurry. What? Yes, it was a squirrel, but the squirrels had squirrels. Squirrely, squirrely. Everyone has a squirrely. Right. The reason I was looking for the cauldrons was so I could put in somewhere for water.
Is this any better for you, dragon?
Not sure you wanted to hear that one better. I might have to go to IKEA anyway because I'm in need of some of the Swedish meatballs. Also known as, that's where my spare food supply is, apparently. Oh my! Oh my. Dragon. I did not know that you had references for that way. I like the way that I made more half slabs and then immediately decided I didn't need them and replaced it with other things. You see that? Oh, I like that. That looks like I'm caught on a gateway. I quite like that. That's a good height. That's a good design. Let's add in some of the food that's been hanging around and dropped on the floor. I am deliberately choosing to place this here because then if the animals attempt to climb on top of it, they're not going to be able to escape. And actually for this one, I'm going to put them here. Well, that would be useful if it wasn't actually there. I quite like that. That's a nice... Yes. Oh, my. Right. I need some Swedish meatballs, also known as cooked pork chop. Pork chop power! Whee! Ha! Is there anything else that I need from IKEA while I'm flying over there? Come fly with me to IKEA anyway. Actually, I'm not gonna fly to IKEA. I'm gonna take the horse and pony. The horse and pony? Horsing around was a little bit more of a nice way to get there the other day. Spruce trapdoors, go in here. Ooh, I was gonna look to see if I had some mud and some... Yeah, let's see if I've got mud and rooted... Not rooted dirt. What's the non-mud version of mud? That's got the rooted... It's rooted mud, isn't it? I don't know what I'm at. Packed mud. No, the one that's got the roots in it, not the wheat. Wheaty dirt is wheaty dirt. Muddy mangrove roots. That's the kin. Thank you, Elcon. I'm glad you got there eventually, because I wasn't anywhere near it. I'm so far beyond my ken, I'm in Barbie territory. I forgot we had hill pig. Non-muddy mud was a very rough starting point. Yeah, look, I don't know what I'm talking about 90% of the time. Ah! Did you blow up any of my tunnel? How dare you blow up my tunnel? No! No. Atlas! Oh, my pony. Where did I get a stair from? Oh, there's where the stair came from. Splash healing potions time. Yeah, I don't have any with me. Took a full minute for your Scotsman translation circuit to warm up. Aye. Or just feed the hay bale or golden carrot. I don't have hay, and I don't have any golden carrots with me. But both of those work, yes. Also, apparently they do actually recover health over time. Thank goodness. Right. I was not expecting... Atlas, stay here for a sec. I will find you some food. And we have a Pokemon in chat. It is a weekly available for those who might be interested in trying to catch it. I came here... Oh, Iron Spear. That'll help. I will want that in a minute. Yes, there's my cooked pork chops. Ah! That is not what I meant to get out of the ender chest. Also, I didn't get that out of the ender chest. That was in my inventory. That's what I got. Oh, I am not losing it. Really, I'm not. That's what came out of there. One of these is not like the others. One of these has gunpowder. No, I've already lost it. I mean... Oh, hey, golden carrots. Atlas, there you are. How are you feeling now, Atlas? Are you a lot better? Are you a less unhappy pony? Where's my bed? There it is. Yes, we all are very, very thankful for the Frauke Information Service that keeps us really well informed about everything around here. Ooh, hey, that's spruce trapdoors. I can replace the one that just got blown up. Hey, Bellfire! I assume that you're back. You were lurking earlier. How are we doing? We are a little bit chaotic. And by a little bit, I mean, holy fnubbles, where did all of this chaos come from? Holy fnubbles. Batman. Do I even have... Oh, I do. Oh, look! I actually have muddy mangrove roots. In what would almost be described as a decent... And mud! How do I actually have a decent supply of mud? Did I go and raid a swamp? I don't know, Raven. Actually, I have a sneaking suspicion what I might have done is taken a trip out through the nether to where we found one of the frogs and just basically eliminated a large portion of a mangrove forest, swamp type thing. At which point I didn't make it, I stole it. Well, I guess we're leaving that gate open. I wasn't planning on doing it, but hey, oh well. If I'm not there, nothing can spawn through it. I really should do the rest of this tunnel for my own personal safety. And for that of Atlas. There we are. Is that section of tunnel fixed? Ah! I did not have a horse there for a second. Mostly for Atlas. Yeah. The things you do to protect your horse. Whoops. I swear that berry bush jumped out at me. Atlas, you're amazing. And a very, very patient pony. I did not walk into that berry bush. It jumped out in front of me. I was absolutely innocently just going along, and it threw itself in front of me. Now, the nice thing about muddy mangrove roots is there's like 6 different sides to them. And so you can get an awful lot of texture variation out of them. Actually, I'm not sure it's 6. It might only be 2. Possibly 3. I'm not sure how I got 6. Probably because I assumed that there were others. Yeah, you might be right on the 2. Why do you think Minecraft is so inconsistent with whether or not blocks are directional? Because they like to torture all of us who are builders. They really like messing around with our fnurblings. This is going to be the pig pen. Hence why there's so much mud. I need... That's spruce planks. That's dirt. That's the podzol. That's what I was looking for. Nobody wants a messy fnurbles. Exactly. Piggies! If I add in podzol, I can probably also add in some gravel and a little bit of coarse dirt. Oh yeah, that works as a nice delineator between these. I'm tempted to go looking to see if I've got large amounts of leaves. Rooted dirt. I do not have a decent supply of rooted dirt. That's one that I have not achieved. I should find myself an azalea tree somewhere out in the world and just chew up everything underneath it. That's not my 3. That's my infinite water source. I knew I had one hidden here. I used it the other day as well. I love the fact that I've got something that doesn't look like an infinite water source hidden in the middle of nowhere. I forgot to sit on the llama. I forgot to sit on the llama. Dag fnurble it. Rooted dirt is not craftable. It is renewable because you get 1 block out of it every time you grow an azalea tree. It's just a bit fnurbly. Roast. Why was I carrying spruce planks? What did I need spruce planks for? I'm sure there was something. Combine roots and dirt. You'd think that, but no. It doesn't work that way. Kind of wish it would.
Go!
Yes. Not to mention, roots are even rarer than spawned azalea trees. Roots are also... you can farm roots. If you put rooted dirt on the ceiling and bone meal it, you can get roots out from the bottom of it. I'm not sure if it's dirt or rooted dirt. For science. Of course, dirt. I have a couple of rooted dirt. So let's try rooted dirt, and I was going to get the coarse dirt. And over here, no, over here we have no bone meal. We do have bone blocks though. Yeah, has to be rooted dirt. And you only get one at a time, and you have to use shears on them to get them. But since I was going to find my shears, because I want to pick up all of the... There they are. That's basil. That's not shearish. That's shearish. That's my fire extinguisher. Do I not have a silk touch? I have silky smooth. I'm going to use silky smooth for a while. Never sure if that's necessary for those, but it's probably for the best. What you're saying is this is a shearish problem. I have a shearish problem, yes. It is a shearish problem, Moneypenny. Do. Only need 1 or 2 rooted dirt blocks for the pig pen. I'm just going to add the coarse dirt, see how it looks. But yes, right. The reason I picked up the shears is I want to pick up all of these. Because this was my my fern farm. That's a full stack of ferns. I thought those had to go on to... Oh, who knows. I did not expect that to actually accept being placed there. Roots will hang on anything. I always knew they were a bit of a hanger-on. I need sleep. If we had a recipe pack for it on... Where was it? On Infinity Cove, 1 dirt and 1 root, but it's not a vanilla thing. Not sure we have it on Idiotic. I mean, I keep pondering that I would really love the dirt half slabs, but I'm not willing to go through the horrors of nibbling around trying to get a recipe pack for it. And I need... Do I have glasses? 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 Bottles. Octogen! Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Whee. Yes. Trump. Do. Boing, 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 buddy, boing, 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 buddy, boing, 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 boingity, boing, boing. Hail hydrate. It's a hydrate. Which, given I came back over here to consider putting in another infinite water source, out and stretch a bit more. We have a wild lombre in chat for those who might be interested in another Pokemon. It is available now. Available now from all local convenience stores. Ooh, I actually have mossy stairs. Do I have a Do I have a mossy cobble stair? No, I do not. Now I do. Right, let's do that. It is a weekly for the weight for those who are after those. Don't need the shears anymore. There's my ferns. What was I thinking? I came back here for something. Oh yes, gravel. That's not gravel. That's not gravel. That's the gravel. And let's see what we can do with a couple of blocks of rooted dirt, as suggested. There was something else. Bone meal. I'm going to bring the bone meal. I know I didn't have much of it, but I'm going to bring it anyway. Let's get rid of the tough brick walls. Can I get rid of the tough brick walls? No. No, I can't. Okay. Ooh, Elkhorn got a stone out of that. And Mad got upset. It's a light Pokemon. Ah. Ooh, I meant to refill my bucket. Boing. Boing. Meh. Oh well. Speaking of Pokemon, while I was at the event at the weekend, there was a Gashapon shop that I wandered into a couple of times. I know I posted a picture somewhere, I can't remember where, but one of the things it had was Pokeballs that you could collect. You didn't, because it's a Gashapon shop, you don't get to choose which one you got. But when you open them, they literally expand upwards and expand outwards, and so the Pokemon are larger than the Pokeball. It's really cool. Doom and Cuteness General. Right, I will post them in my own Discord as well then. Yeah, they're really, really cool. Right, the reason I'm doing that is now I've got an infinite water source here. Oh, I forgot to look to see if I had any bottles. Oh well. Because that's an infinite water source now. Because I was going to use the bottles to... Gashapon are dangerous. Yes, they are. They really are. To the wallet. Yeah, these were about £9 per Pokeball. So, not cheap. But not the most expensive I've encountered. That's about average for some of the ones that I've seen, because there's some lovely ones from a Bandai Gachapon shop in Camden Market in London that have there's a pile of different ones. It's a huge store. There's about 30 odd Gachapon pods available, but they do Gundam models. And it's like, oh, that's dangerous. Those are heavy Pokeballs. Ooh my. Not bad for Pokemon brand. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why am I carrying a spear? Oh yeah, because I was going to actually at some point start working on the interior of that. Oops. Okay, this shovel has haste on it, doesn't it? £9 sounds heavy. Wait, you're talking monies. Right, forgot sometimes. Yep. True Purple, welcome in. See, this is the problem. Silky Smooth is fantastic, but it's got efficiency 5 on it. And sometimes efficiency 5 on a shovel means that you have to stand half a mile away so that you're only going to actually take out one block. See? So many times there I've been taking out 2 by accident. I really think I should stop using efficiency 5 on shovels and just make it like efficiency 4 or efficiency 3. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Elkhorn. I kind of agree. I may have to strip off my shovel and remake it. That sounded weirder than I was planning. Just make a different one for this usage. You have an iron pickaxe with efficiency 5 for mining geodes. Ooh. Put a couple of bushes in. And I'm going to leave a little bit of short dry grass over here. Just the one. Just the one, Mrs. Wembley. Does that combo insta-harvest the clusters without impacting the buds? I don't know. That's one of the problems. Oh, iron pickaxe. Actually, that makes sense. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to redo Silky Smooth. Right. So let's put Silky Smooth away, because apparently it's just going to fnurble me. I'm not really sure why I built it that heavy, or that overpowered. Silky Slow. Yeah. That can just go away now. Right. Let's go back to the fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher doesn't even have any form of efficiency. So that's the thing that we can upgrade. We'll just upgrade that by a little bit. If we upgrade that by a little bit, it'll be perfectly fine. Right. Shall we see if we can get some pigs into the pig pen? Without... Just need to do a couple of bits of coarse dirt. Yeah, being iron, I would assume that it is a lot slower on the actual buds. Drat, it needs a shimmer stone. Ooh. Whee. Gets the shovel out, then breaks dirt with hands. Yep. Okay. Fortunately, I've got a load of leads. So, one of the reasons why I brought the iron spear back is what I'm thinking is one of the areas in here. Just opened a stone bag, got a third bug, second dark, and second elect. Nice. Is I'm going to put a row of tripwire hooks at, say, second block level, and then use armor stands to make it look like I've got several spears hanging from them. Okay, you lot. Hush, little piggy, don't say a word. You're getting a new home, haven't you heard? Oh, there's another one. Come here. I see you hiding in the sheep. Stop hiding in the sheep. Don't let the sheep out. Who let the sheep out? Apparently it was me. You can escape. Shimmering stones usually come from events. They're used to evolve starter Pokemon. Ah. Come on, pigs. There we are. I feel like I should almost name one of these pigs Dinnerbone and just have it rolling in the mud, but I've done that joke elsewhere. Where did that sheep go? Come back here, you. You do not get to escape. For the moment, you're going back in here. That's back. Really? No. Don't let your friends out. Good grief. Thank you. Back at 10 leads. So, I love the way that I was planning on doing the work inside there. I'm over here. I'm at least within a couple of chunks of the area that I said I was going to build. Can I name one of the pigs Algae as a Pink Floyd homage? Maybe? I'll have a think about that. I'd like to finish doing the sheep pen first. Now, the sheep pen's not going to have as much mud in it, because sheep. Look, will you stop being noisy fnurblers? Okay, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Alright. I will put some mud in. Particularly near to the not to there. Near to the water fountain. Water fountain? Water pot. Look for work. Look after yourself, Kay. Thank you for joining us for a lurk. Oh, I was going to find out if I had any bottles. This Scotsman has no bottle. Finds his shovel, then proceeds to break the dirt with his hands. I did that again a minute ago. Right, I want some more of the pods, although. And some of the coarse dirt, because I've apparently just run out. Just had a thought, how is my elytra doing? 187. It'll be fine. I don't need to go and visit the armadillos. Now there's a statement. Why do I have dripstone in there? Who knows? I'm going to put the spare mud in here so that I can immediately lose it. I never picked up any more coarse dirt. Ooh, bottles. Bottles. I've been looking for them 3 times and I've still not come back for them. I've got some bottles in there, but they're full. Those are full as well. Why do I not have any empty bottles? Oh hey, I've got some bone meal in there. Might as well put that back in there. Fine. I feel like I should have bottles somewhere. Grr. Fine. Just make them then. We have a Scrafty in chat, for those who are interested in whatever the heck one of those is. Dunga 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 dunga. It is a weekly for the wait, for those who might be interested in catching those. The Frauke Information Service is being absolutely amazing, as always. We really appreciate the Frauke Information Service. Even when they yell poker check. You know, before it attacks Atlas again, I'm going to move this. I'm going to move it back to here, where it can't do any harm. Ooh, that was caught by quite a few people there. Right, I wanted to do that and that, and then drink them. It's a fair drink them. Not light enough. Whoops. Oh. Not light enough for the feather ball? Ah, okay. I was about to say. I thought it was fairly light for the weekly. But, for the feather ball. Gonna take off. You'll take care. Kind of fall asleep. Look after yourself, Mad. Thank you for joining us. As always, it has been lovely to be chaotic around you. I'm going to make that podzol, so I will. Yes, for the weekly, 30 kilogram probably didn't give you a favourable percentage on the feather ball. Aha. And I'm going to put some short dry grass over here. I'm going to put a couple of mossy, one here, and one here. Just to get a little bit more. Heavy prefers triples. Weekly is less than 73. Featherball prefers single digits. Goodness. Heavy prefers triples for the full 80. So the right idea, just the wrong Pokemon. Okay. Today on, Scotsman learns more about how Pokemon work. I mean, quite literally, I don't really know how any of this works. It's all a mystery to me. If I put that in there... Actually, no, that's kind of a waste of the course. If I put them here, though... It'll look like it's areas where the fact that people have walked along here has caused it to be a little bit raised up on the edge of the path. You know, that sort of bit where you get the dip towards the edge of the path and then that little rise of dirt around the edge. Nothing heavy, just a little tiny extra... Just a tiny little extra small smidgen of a detail. In fairness, neither do the Pokemon devs. Steelix, the Iron Snake Pokemon, is slightly less dense than air. Wow. This Pokemon that's made of iron is lighter than air. Right. Unleash the sheep and put them all on leads. That does not actually sound like you're unleashing them. Is that all? No, it's not. We've got an escapee. Come back here, you. No escape. Right. Did we get all of the sheep? Yes. There are no escaped sheep. Boy, does it look... Boy, do they look silly, though. Come on. All into your new home. There. Right. I am going to just break the leads. This is probably the quickest and easiest way. Wow, I did not expect that to have that sort of noise. For a minute, I had a circular sheep there. I need the sheep in sunglasses that Korean used a while back. Eh. You know, that looks pretty cool. And actually fits with the area around it. I'm actually glad that I like the way that that's come together. That looks pretty good. I was not planning on building this today. I was planning on building it. I just wasn't planning on building it today. It's just that the work on the paths got away from me. And once I started building these walls to enclose the paths, my brain just went, I need to do this. It's a side quest. Occasionally, the side quests must flow. Squirrel. Right. Okay, that side quest... I mean, I haven't even finished the side quest, because in theory I should bring this path along to that extra gate. Oh. But now I can actually take down this pen, which has been here for a ridiculous amount of months. You mean they've made Pokemon that seem almost right for the weight? You know, that pen has been here since God knows. Oh, yeah, years. It's been there since we removed way over here when we built one of these barracks. I think it was this one. There was a hole in the ground that all of the animals had been hiding in this area. And so we removed the hole in the ground, we built the barracks, and we had to put the animals somewhere. And so they've just been in that dirt pen for years. Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do with that area of land. And while I'm at it, I'm going to get rid of the no longer functional berry bushes. Because they're not stopping horses anymore. I may have to consider a horse hole. There we are. Good lord, that opens this area up a lot. That really does open this area up a lot. But also, it means that I need to put something here, because otherwise there would be a desire path going between here and the armory along the path that I've just followed. I mean, I wonder. Actually, that might be an interesting addition. We've got areas over here where the landscaping is just, you know, there's a socking great big rock. And a tree. A rock and a tree might not be the worst of things to add in that area. You know, just coming along here. A little bit of rock. Look after yourself, Feg. Thank you for coming in. Might mean taking out these windows, but I'm thinking maybe put in a rock along here so that it actually feels like you're channeled into this entrance, and the entrance is built onto some stony ground. Ooh, that might work nicely. Because that's very similar to what we've done over here, where this entrance is built up on stony ground and between two stony ground sections, so that you're actually filtered through here. And you're constantly arriving and looking at Deja. Hey, Deja. Hi. Hello. Yeah. That might be a nice addition, I think. Have another rock coming over here. Because it doesn't have to be that everything is buildings. And this whole area is very, very... it's got a lot of rocky outcroppings. Because it's the top of a rocky outcrop. It's on a rocky prominence. Yeah, something like that. But over here, you know, that would work quite nicely. Okay, that might be for later in the week. I think it's time to start looking at the entrance. You know, the thing that I was going to do at the beginning of the stream. It's time to actually do something about all of this. Everything is buildings. Everything is built because we're building buildings to the thing. Everything is buildings. Everything is built because we're building buildings. Everything is buildings. And we're building buildings. Squirrel! This squirrel's on fire. Put it out! Put it out! Oops. Oh well, there goes some grass. Well, let's be honest. I'm going to remove that grass anyway. Let's see. What we shall see. I feel like chicken tonight. Like chicken tonight. No. I am not putting a chicken pen in here. That wouldn't make sense. I feel like I need to curve that and put in a portcullis type option. It feels like this would not be lightweight. This would be heavy duty door. So if we have that, and then we could do a door here. Yes, that's nice. That'll work. I have a plan. Yes. He's a thinking. He's a thinking Scotsman. It's 3 wide, so we can get away with that. And yeah, that'll work. Right. Let's put away you and you. You're just dirt, so we don't worry about you as much. And the stone brick slab can go into here. And the stone can go in with the other stone. That's the wrong stone. That's the right stone. Similar to the left stone. No, gravel was in here. Okay, I need to take a quick nap in a minute. Let's see, I would like... No, let's go with that. How do we make I know we went through this, like, last week. It's, weekly mono and weight for this Pokemon, which is a Sunflora. Okay, so I've got plenty of spruce logs. Oh, actually, I just made a whole load of spruce planks by accident for some reason. So that should allow me to make tripwires. Hooks. They're there. Good. 16 of them. It's probably way more than I need, but hey. And that many spruce signs. We've got dark oak trapdoors. Where's the dark oak? Do we have any dark oak fence? No. Well, we have it, but not enough. Is that one? No, that one? Yes, that's the one with dark oak in it. I would like some dark oak fence. Miss Ferret, welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely day. You know what? 42 seems like the appropriate answer for life, the universe, and everything. Also, I realised at no point during all of this did I say hi to Glam Pixie, who arrived. Hi Glam Pixie, hashtag free Pixie. That's what I was looking for. Smokers. Really? Let's use those for a moment. So smokers are lovely for doing portcullis type gates, because they have, when you've got them on the floor, they look like the holes that the portcullis gate drops into to become more secure. And so I am going to put them there. Do I want them there? It's been a good day. Hope I've had a nice relaxing day today, because it was a recovery day for me. I am back in the office tomorrow, which means I will probably be not so recovered. That will be my unrecovery day. Wait, what? I know it's cliche, but really, we're at quote 200 already. I've only just started on this bit of the building. I also wish I could take away those. What am I stuck on? Oh, that. Oh, I don't need the spruce signs. Whoops. Oh. Do need those to make it look like there are handles on the door. I only just started on the actual building. It's annoying when quote 200 suddenly turns up unexpected, unannounced, and unappreciated. start adding in that, because I think I will go for dark oak for the floor on the inside. Right then, I guess we're finding somewhere to sit down and get into camera mode. Actually, sitting up here is probably a good place to sit. I can do something with that, but... right. To pretties mode. Ooh. That is actually really rather pretty. You know, for something that wasn't part of today's plan, but was part of the plan, I think that's come together quite nicely. February, March, no, but April, May. Nidzam, welcome in. You're apparently joining the pun collective. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. You have arrived just as we are in what is known as pretty mode, where we have a look at what we've built today with shaders on instead of just looking at it in vanilla, just to see whether or not it actually looks any good. And I like it. It's deceptively simple, but it is actually quite a lot of work to build something like this. And all of the path, because none of this path was here either. I know, I'm like, it doesn't feel like I've built much, but there's an awful lot of detail in it, and that actually is where the time goes, isn't it? But we've actually joined up 2 sections of road and 3 buildings. My word, we've even gotten rid of the dirt pen that we were using for the sheep and pigs. Woohoo! That area feels a lot more complete now. Still need to work out what we're going to do with that area that I've got marked. Oh, hold on. I left a note here. Did I leave a note for what it was going to be? No, I just said what it is. It's the opposite of Congress. Yes, it's progress. That looks cool. It needs lighting up in a couple of areas. And it's got back to look at the pretties. Had to finish the last bit of cake for tomorrow. Ooh. Lovely. Did you bring cake for the rest of us? Yeah, I like that. That actually feels like it's added into this area's structure a lot more, and continues all of the roads and paths that we've got around here. It's a Pikachu. Wait, Math Girl has Pikachu? Nice. When it's done tomorrow, you think it would be deemed Scotsman worthy? What, it'll be a cake that would basically last about 2.5 minutes, because that's how long a decent cake does around me. Yum. Yeah, I think we're making progress here. And I still love the way this area looks. Oh, hold on, I have a question. How much of the roof oxidized while we were fnurbling around here? We got a little bit of oxidization up here. That's good. We got next... Why is this one not oxidizing? We got one new block of oxidization. Yeah. Have we been around this for... No, they're not waxed Elkhorn. None of it's waxed. It's all perfect. It's all from the same supply of copper. Both roofs were made exactly out of the same supply. It just appears that RNGesus is apparently deciding that I don't get to have my my roof age. Cinnamon sponge cake soaked in spiced rum with a Bailey's ganache, and tomorrow you'll do some salted caramel swirls. I hope you're planning on sharing that, because that sounds delicious. That really does sound delicious. Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody here is just like, please share with chat. Please share with chat. And as the sun sets on the stream, it is, unfortunately, time for me to consider wrapping up. Because, well, it is that time. I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been lovely and chaotic being here with you all this evening. But it has been successful, I think. We've managed to make quite a bit of progress. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be carrying... Well, we will be continuing the mayhem. We will be actually attempting to work into the armory, as opposed to around it, above it, below it, and anywhere but it. Because, of course, not doing anything around the actual build that I was planning on building is entirely the normal Scotsman way. I wouldn't say I get completely misfocused, but ooh, that's useful. Right. Let's see. I am going to send us all on a raid because absolutely it is nice to be able to do so. Let's work out, where have we been, where have we not been, where is a good place to go, and who's live. Ooh, okay. Need a food channel. Yeah, I suspect that I might. And before Feg suggests it, no, I'm not going to Mythical Sausage. We've got a Mama Moon. Calvin's live. We haven't been to Calvin for a while. We really haven't been to a Calvin for a while. Good lord. Last month. They are back. You know what? That sounds like a perfect direction to go. Let's go and visit Calvin. The inspiration that they have up on stream is looking absolutely amazing. Oh, Math is doing a celebration stream? I missed that bit of information. Thank you for letting me know about that one, Elk. Then Math it is. We have got to go and celebrate with Math. Apparently, I did not scroll far enough down. Math was about 2 layers low. And she's doing repo. So it's a little bit more jump scary and chaotic than Minecraft, but also absolutely fabulous. So, let's go over and visit Math Girl. If you wish to continue with Minecraft, I can absolutely highly recommend Calvin, who is also live. I always don't celebrate with maths. No, I don't. I celebrate if I can actually survive maths. So, I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. Take care of yourselves. I will be back again tomorrow, as I said, at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be trying to actually build something. And I will hopefully see you all again soon. Bye-bye.